Is it a bird? Is it a plane? Oh, too soon. Now, welcome to the Heavy Spoilers Show. I'm your host, Definition, and now that the boys are back in town, it's time to break down everything that you need to know about the upcoming season. There may be some spoilers here, as we will be talking about the upcoming plot, but I'll save that until the end of the video in case you want to duck out. If you enjoy the breakdown, then please drop a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to the channel for videos like this every day. With that out of the way, thank you for clicking this. Now let's get into everything you need to know about The Boys Season 2. Okay, so The Boys started filming in the middle of 2019, which right now feels like a lifetime ago. The second season was put into production faster than A-Train, and Amazon actually renewed it before the first season had even aired because, well, who doesn't love seeing a superhero butcher people? Is that a pun? I don't even know anymore. Now, the second season wrapped quite quickly, and we actually got our first trailer back in December confirming what would be happening in the upcoming show. With this initial look came the announcement that the show would be dropping on Amazon Prime on September the 4th. On this date, we will get the first 3 episodes, and then from that point onwards, it will be released weekly over the next 5 Fridays. I've always wondered why streaming services put out all their episodes on the same day, as it just gets people to start a free trial, and then when they watch the show, they can just cancel it. It seems like they've gotten wise to this though, as we've seen this model become more and more prevalent over the last couple of months, with The Mandalorian being the first big thing that fit this format. Since then, Amazon have released follow-up teaser trailers that not only introduce new characters, but also discuss what they're up to. The first big one of these came in the form of Stormfront, a neo-nasty, I think I can say that without getting demonetized, and after the death of Translucent, we discover that she'd been brought in to beef up the numbers, but she's clearly going to be cooking up a storm because of her politics. In the original source material, Stormfront was a man that, due to his views on race, was put into conflict with the other characters. Aya Cash will be playing Stormfront, and when talking to Digital Spy, she said, "I think Stormfront is like the nuclear bomb that goes off in the 7. Maybe nuclear bomb isn't the right word. We're in Chernobyl. There you go, it's a Chernobyl thing. I think she's here to blow up Vought. She's here to get Vought back to the original idea behind creating superheroes. And she can be quite the feminist. There's a lot of, I wouldn't say misdirect, but she's also a very empowered woman." Now, the nasties from World War II, of course, believe in the Aryan Superman, and it is possible that Stormfront will sort of be a twist on that, with her attempting to make the Vought Corporation go back to trying to make a superior form of humanity in order to rule over the planet. Homelander is of course a blonde-haired and blue-eyed Superman, so he very much fits this aesthetic, which is why she seems to be fascinated over him in the trailer. In the recent Comic-Con panel, they discussed the ideas and themes behind the second season, and stated that it would tackle white supremacy and systematic racism. Whereas the first season was very much about the Me Too movement, this will instead deal with more prevalent issues for 2020. It will also be tackling social media and how that's weaponized to attack certain individuals and also spread false information. When discussing the themes, the creative team said, "It's about social media, it's about where celebrity and politics intersect, it's about how people are now packaging their political messages in slick entertainment bites to get the American public to act against their own best interests, and how it's almost now indistinguishable between the people who have political power and the people who have celebrity power. It's frighteningly present. I think that Garth, in a weird way, predicted the reality that we're living, which is just an overwhelming tsunami of pop culture, social media and entertainment that's being run by very, very powerful people who are only interested in furthering their own agenda. So I think taking shots at celebrities and the ridiculousness of celebrity life, all the trappings of entourages and publicists and everything that goes around it, is part of the story." Now, from the teaser, we can see that Stormfront is live streaming her first day on the job, and she divulges that though it appears Homelander and Maeve are shooting a commercial on a military base, it's actually just a set. It is possible that she could be the one that brings the facade of the 7 crashing down by constantly posting all of their activity online. I think that they might actually switch it up and have her be more of a liberal that represents cancel culture, as the new form of the character is a complete 180 on the source material. Alongside her will be Patton Oswald, who is currently in an unknown role, but it is possible that he will be starring as the Legend. The Legend knows about all of the skeletons in the closet that the Seven have, and this die-hard comic book fan basically has an encyclopedic knowledge of the ins and outs of their weaknesses due to his love of comic books and superheroes as a whole. We may also potentially be getting Jeffrey Dean Morgan, as he did post on Twitter that he was down for being in the show, and though it was probably too late for him to be cast in the second season, with the newly announced third, it is indeed possible. Now, who he could be is of course up for debate, but I would absolutely love to see him as Black Noir. I don't want to spoil too much about the comic books, as I think it's something that you should see for yourself, but they do an absolutely amazing thing with Homelander and Noir that I think would be amazing to see with Morgan in the role. Fingers crossed for that, but if not, I'm sure he'll be cool in whatever capacity he's used in. On top of that, Billy's dog Terra will also be featuring in an episode. Hardcore fans of the comic were disappointed that the Pooch Pal didn't show up in season 1, but it has been confirmed that the canine companion will be showing up at some point in the second season. It's also rumoured that some of the deceased members of the cast will be returning in the form of flashbacks, and it is possible that this series could tell the true origin story of the boys and some of the horrendous acts that they carried out for their corporations. Now, whilst this is good news, sadly there is some bad news too. Unfortunately, Simon Pegg will not be returning, and he recently told Collider that his appearance was supposed to just be a fun Easter egg. In case you don't know, in the source material, Huey was based off of Pegg, and it was hoped that when The Boys was made into a live-action adaptation, that he would be cast in the role. Sadly, due to his age, he wasn't, and it kinda sucks that we won't be seeing him in the show again. Now, before we get into the plot reveals, I just want to let you know we're giving away a free copy of the MCU Infinity Saga box set to one random subscriber. All you have to do to be in with a chance of winning is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and leave your thoughts on the boys in the comments section below. The winner is going to be chosen at random on the 15th of August, and the set will be shipped out from then to whoever gets the prize, so best of luck to everyone who takes part. Now, the first big plot reveal that we discovered from Comic-Con is that A-Train is indeed still alive. At the end of the first season, his fate was left up in the air due to the fact that he had a heart attack because of his Compound V addiction. It was revealed that he was saved, but that he no longer has his abilities, and the character must turn and face the things that he's been running from for so long, which is the person that he's turned into. In addition to this, we learn that the boys are fugitives that are on the run. Whilst this was teased in the initial trailer, it looks like this will evolve into a worldwide manhunt, with Homelander attempting to unite humanity in tracking them down. At the end of the first season, it was revealed that Butcher's wife Becca was actually alive and that she was raising Homelander's son. Butcher's mission in this season will be to save his wife, and whether he's willing to jeopardize his friends in order to do this. As for Homelander, he'll be dealing with the repercussions of killing Stillwell, and after he finds traces of her, he has a journey of self-reflection in which he goes on a search for love, but inevitably he has difficulty building any kind of connection. On top of this, we will also learn about Kimiko, Mother's Milk, and Frenchie, which are of course characters that we still don't really know that much about. These will finally get some fully fleshed out backstories that dive into what drives them, which I definitely think will be a really interesting aesthetic. And finally, we got a brand new clip yesterday that showed the Deep hunting after the group. After running from the law, they decided to flee to the sea, but the Aquaman parody was not too far behind them. He initially commands sharks to chase their boat before showing up on the back of a giant whale. This creates a barricade to the inland, but rather than letting it slow them down, Butcher instead rams the boat into the creature, impaling it and sending the Deep flying. It's an awesome clip that I definitely recommend that you check out in full right after this. Anyway, that should be everything that you need to know about the season, and make sure you keep your eyes glued to the channel as we'll be doing a lot of coverage on The Boys before the show airs on the 4th of September. If you enjoyed this video, then please drop a thumbs up, and make sure you comment below about what you want to see in the upcoming series. If you want something else to watch after this, then make sure you check out our character breakdown on Thanos, as we go over everything that you need to know about Marvel's Mad Titan. If you want to support the channel and get to see content like this early, then please consider clicking the join button below. You can also come chat to us on our Discord server in the description, or at Heavy Spoilers on Twitter. Anyway, that's everything in the video. Thank you for making it until the end. You've been the best, I've been Definition, and I'll see you next time. Take care, peace.